Well, I made it home from the hospital, y'all. I actually got home, Chief stayed with me the whole time. 4 or 5 days, I can't remember, and 2 surgeries, and I'm home. And we got home Monday evening, and all was good. The pain from my surgery was very much controlled by pain pills. Now, last night, I had a really bad night. I don't know why, but the pain pills stopped working, which, come to find out, that can happen sometimes. Now, I've been on them too terribly long, so I can't imagine I built a tolerance to them, but talking to a couple of friends that are in the medical field, and then also my daughter, who is a nurse, she works in surgery and has to, take care of patients after the fact as well. And it's actually fairly common, from what she said, and my other friends in the medical field say, that pain meds can stop working just randomly. So last night at about 11 o'clock at night, my pain meds completely stopped working. And I mean, the pain in my hand was similar to the pain that I had when I initially had this accident and cut my fingers off. Not a pain you forget, So it was a very long night. Called the doctor first thing this morning. He was in surgeries all day today, and was hoping to try to get just a different type of pain pill. Maybe it would help to change it. That never happened. So I've been taking Tylenol, and that's about it. So it's been a really long day. The Tylenol, surprisingly, has actually helped. So that and ice, and hoping for the best. But I am so sick of sitting around, and it's a pretty cool evening, and it's the sun's about to set, and I figured I'd just come out and take a walk. Maddox and I were actually planting some trees. Well, he was planting some trees. I was telling him where to plant them out in our front of our property here, the area I've referred to before as a naturescape. So we were planting a bunch of trees that I grew from seed last year, different oaks and some walnuts, and we also had some other black cherry, mulberry, different trees like that'll give off berries or different fruit for the birds and wildlife. Maddox taking the trash out for me here, so his truck's kind of loud. So let's let him go by here quick. I think he's just trying to get in the video. Anyway, we were doing that. Well, he was planting, I was just walking. I've got to keep my hand, I'll show you. I guess I haven't showed you since I've been home. There's my hand, still orange from all the iodine from the surgery, but my finger is wrapped up super tight, and I know they have to do that to kind of give it stability, but man, it does not feel very good. So that finger is amputated at the middle knuckle, and hopefully the doctor got all of the infection out of there, and we won't have to go through this again. So I still have a PICC line in my right arm, and we went yesterday to the infectious disease doctor, and we got a lesson on how to give the IV antibiotics. I'll be on those for 6 weeks, and it's a pretty hefty antibiotic. So, you know, I hate that, because it kills, you know, all the bacteria. But I don't really have a choice, so I'm beefing up on probiotics and you know, just do what we can to try to offset having to take all these antibiotics. But it's a really nice evening. The birds are still chirping, and I can't believe the 4 days I was gone from home, that we've got a bunch of trees that are bloomed. This peach tree, I mean, look at that thing. That's a good looking peach there. This here is a pear. I had originally pruned these to look where the branches are pulled downward. And I kind of got that idea from Paul Gauchi. He is up in Washington State, and he grows garden and orchard in the back to Eden kind of method. So it's a lot of wood chips, and instead of having the tree grow upward where you can't reach the branches or the fruit, these are all trained to grow downward. You can see that, where you can reach everything. And it's really seemed to have worked pretty well. That second one back here is the same kind of pear. This one and that one, obviously they have blossoms on them right now, so they have bloomed sooner than these. There's a pear here, and then one beyond it there. They are a little later blooming. But you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, this one branch right here, I've got trained down kind of in my direction. You can see it right here. And I've just got 550 cord tied to it, and then it's tied down there on the trunk. And that'll give me some branches coming this way towards the driveway. We're just gonna take a little look at these trees real quick. Now that's just started to put flowers on. There's a whole bunch more that aren't bloomed out already yet, or quite yet, but that's gonna be a good looking tree. I'm gonna turn you around here. So these ones that don't have any blooms at all yet, this is an apple. I don't think any of the apple, you can see where it's starting to get some leaves starting to pop through a little bit, but they'll have blooms on them eventually. This pear has a little bit darker blooms. It's getting a little bit too dark out to do this. I should have come out earlier, or done the video of this earlier. Here's a plum. That's good looking there. I got it pruned. Look at this, I already got bagworms. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know if you, yeah, look at there. Bagworms already in March. So what I do to try to see if I can hold this. What I do is I just take my hand over this and I just squish them all. That's my initial way of doing this. It's kind of gross, especially when the bag gets super big. I'm sure I'll show videos later in the year of that. These things seem like they grow overnight. So I just take my hand and I just crush it all up and squeeze all the worms. This was the peach tree that was bloomed way before that last freeze we had. Now, I don't know if those are ruined by that freeze or not. I can't really tell yet. I don't think so. But we'll see. This one's not quite bloomed yet. This is a Nanking cherry. It's a shrub. That'll be pretty when it's bigger. It's loaded with blooms on that one stem. But anyways, I'd love to do an orchard tour when everything is bloomed at once, but that's not really realistic because all of this stuff blooms. When I selected my trees, I have some trees that produce real early, like that peach we just looked at. It's already got leaves. It's fully leaved out and everything. Fruit's set. So those will be ripe super early. Whereas some of these peaches I have don't even have bud break yet. They're close, but not yet. And that goes with all the other ones as well. The same thing I was talking about, those pears. They ripen at different times, and that's on purpose because otherwise all your fruit is ripe at the same time. And I guess that's fine, like in a commercial orchard or something. But I kind of like it when it's all spread out. And you can enjoy it for more weeks of the year. Check all those out. We'll do a more in-depth tour. Like I said, some of this stuff hasn't bloomed yet. But once everything has, some will have blooms, some will have leaves. And as the season goes on, we'll take a look at stuff. But really just wanted to give you guys an update on the surgery and getting home from the hospital. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to be home. Where I've got my bed, my chair, my stuff. But anyways, it's time to go in and do these IV antibiotics, and it's also time to take some more Tylenol because apparently that's what I'm taking for pain control. So anyways, much more to come. It's definitely spring, and I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you soon on the next video.